some good ones found. We caught them the first day. Yesterday they were gone. Went looking for more, scratched the limit out by the end of the day. Today, went swinging for it and didn't have a fish at noon, so had to go back and scramble up high.
That's the way it goes sometimes. You made some lemonade out of the lemons, man. Good job, William Fletcher. Rusty Selesky next to weigh in. Alpine, California pro. One of the best in the game today. A title champion. He won it up north, Lake Michigan, just a few years ago. 16-11 on day one, 23-7 on day two, 5 today. They go 10-8. Rusty overall got you in 9th place, man. Good start to your season.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be fishing today, to be honest with you. Yesterday was, they swam to me, to be honest with you, Chris. So, yeah, I was hoping to still be there today, but, they weren't.
Leaving the premises. Is your wife out there, Rusty?
No, but I would like to say hi to my 3 grandsons. I got a granddaughter on the way, and I love you, Kelly. Thanks for letting me do this.
I love Rusty, man. A family man, and one of the best in the game. It's the rock star Alex Davis next to weigh in. Heard you telling Kevin that he'll learn that you're the bubble boy, I think yesterday. Yeah, Kevin, I'm not sure. He has no idea. This guy lives on the line. No, you don't. Alex Davis from Albertville, Alabama, 17-14 on day one, 12-14 on day two, 5 more today. Worth 15-15. Alex has you in 17th place. Payday and a good start.
Yeah, I'll take it. This time I either have good ones here or really, really bad ones. So it's great to start the year off. I like to thank Ranger Boats, Shimano Rods and Reels, best rods and reels, best boat on the market. And if it wasn't for them, we would not be talking. So I'm going to head home. They say it's snowing and go watch Super Bowl.
Sounds good, man. Chiefs or Eagles? Go Eagles, he said. There we go. All right, man, from DeBary, Florida, Keith Carson on his way to the stage. Love Keith. Well, Keith Carson fan club banner. Man, we got it. I don't know if we can get that on the live show, but that is worth that's insane. Actually, I've never seen one that quite that big. Keith Carson fan club. Yeah, that's worth some airtime right there for sure. Good job, Keith. 15-15 on day one, 14-15 on day two. Hovering that 15-pound mark all week. A limit worth 15 even. Got you in 21st place. And that is the true definition of it takes a village.
Yeah, I love my family. They're great. They support me in everything I do. And it's so nice to have them here. I had a great week. I got one big bite every day. I just didn't get 2 big bites like I needed. But I'd like to thank my sponsors, Battleborn Batteries, Berkeley. Caught a lot of fish on the Berkeley swim jig and Berkeley Max that meaty chunk. And I appreciate you guys. You run a great league. Love MLF. And I'll see you guys at Clarks Hill.
Got it. You too, Keith, man. Your family. We set it up, man. You guys make the greatest show on earth. Come on up, Tom. Okay, a 2-time Tackle Warehouse Invitational champion from La Crosse, Wisconsin. The king of the swim jig. 18-8 on day one. 14-3 yesterday. Let's hear it for Tom Mansour. Payday for Tom Mansour. A 5 bass limit worth 12 pounds, 6 ounces of your official weight. Tom, payday today, man.
Yeah, it's nice to fish the 3rd day. I love fishing and just being here. Got to thank Suzuki. Got to thank Blues Rods and Reels. In the old days, we'd run out of batteries all the time on our trolling motors. 136-volt lithium pro, we don't run out. It's pretty cool.
The game is changing.
The game is changing. Tom Mansour swimming jigs at Tech Warehouse. If anybody wants some, they're great jigs.
We know. Good job, buddy. Tom Mansour. Weighing in on day 3. Troy, you're next. I was going down the list on day 1, Troy, and I saw you sitting there, and I thought, man, Troy finished the year last year with a lot of momentum. He's going to make a comeback tomorrow. Promise you, I was thinking that. And boom! 10-3 on day 1, 24-12 yesterday. Big bag on day 2. He's got 5 more today. Followed up with another good day. 20 pounds, 4 ounces, moves you all the way to 4th place. You got anything in there we need to take a look at? Why don't you put your bag right there, Troy? 4th place. Take them front and center, Troy. Smile, man, you're making television. Hey, those Michigan boys, they can handle those Florida fish. Used to those brown fish, man. You did a good job catching those green ones, too. Real quick, man. Hey, real quick. Last 2 days were real good for you, Troy.
Yeah, I started off a little slow, but then I just did what we would do in Michigan, and I ran into the mother load of them, and it was pretty fun. Got to fish next to Paul Elias for a couple of days, and we both caught them. We were like basically just swinging and saying, how big was that one? Oh, it was a 5-pounder. Oh, it was a 7-pounder. So it was a pretty fun time. Want to thank everybody watching and all my sponsors for helping me make this happen. So far, good start to the year. We're going to keep it rolling.
Heyday for you, Troy. Good job to you, man. Troy Stokes, 4th place. Joe, you're next. Joe Weiber, good to see you, man. My Missouri pro. 20 pounds, 13 ounces on day 1. 14.8 yesterday. 5 more today. Limited bass work 10-13. But Joe, overall, you're in 22nd place. Pretty good way to start the season.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I've got 3 big bites the first day, and 1 yesterday, and none today. So, yeah. So I'd like to thank my family that let me be gone for 3 weeks. So I'm ready to go back to Missouri.
There you go, Joe, with the paycheck. Good job to you, buddy. Yes, sir. Randy Howell, legend in this game from Gunnersville, Alabama. Former Classic champ. 20 pounds, 9 ounces on day 1. 19 even on day 2. Guy has won a whole lot of money in this game. He's got a 5 bass limit today on day 3. That'll check in at 11 pounds, 3 ounces. But Randy, you're in 10th place. Great start to the season, man. Let's take this momentum north to the Bass Pro Tour.
I am ready to go. We're going to miss our meeting over there at Kissimmee tonight. We got to start practice tomorrow over there for Bass Pro Tour next week. So it's great being in Florida. I had a good 2 days, caught big fish both days until today. And Livingston Walking Balls, top water for all you guys that fish every day out here. Because I know everybody out here fishes every day. That's what you're here for. Top water, chrome and black walking balls around those reeds. We caught some really big ones for me this week. And then the new Speed Cinco. If you throw a speed worm, Yamamoto made a new bait called a Speed Cinco with a big paddle tail on it. I went through like 5 packs of them today. They bite it really good. You hook them good on it. So that's 2 baits that helped me. Just didn't get the big bites today, but thankful made the cut. We'll see you guys next week. See me.
One of the best to ever do it right there. Randy Howell. All right, John, you're next. Good to see you as always. Had a great finish to the season last year. Top 10 cut at Lake Champlain and a veteran in this circuit. My good friend from Petersburg, Indiana is John Boyles. 16-2 on day 1, 18-2 on day 2, and 5 today. Official weight, 6 pounds and 11 ounces. I know it's not the way you wanted to finish, but you have a great start to the season, man. 40 pounds, 3 days on the Big O.
Oh yeah, it's a great week. Made a little culling error today and cost myself 2 pounds. First time I've done that, so that happens. At least it didn't cost me any money. So, but love coming down here. From Indiana. It's warm weather and people are great. Just thank all my sponsors. Without them, I couldn't be out here. So,
hey day for you, Johnny. Good job, John Boyles. Ty out next to weigh in. Man, this is 3rd year on this circuit. Guy that battled out for Polaris Rookie of the Year title 2 years ago. He's made a lot of television for us from Glendale, Arizona. 25-4 on day 1, 15 even on day 2, 5 today. Then they go 10-14. That's how they still got you in 10th place. Good week, man.
Yeah, pretty good week. You know what they say, 3rd time's the charm. Florida has been my nemesis for the last few trips, and one thing I do know about Florida bass fishing, the bass here, they don't care what I know about bass fishing. So, there was no rhyme or reason. I just had to cover water. I was using a 3/8 ounce golden shiner with a rainbow shad Yamamoto Zacco. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't even know what a shiner looks like. We don't have them in Arizona neither. So that's what did most of the damage. A Yamamoto Speed Cinco. And then again, Wacky Rig Cinco. You guys saw me catch that 4-pounder, and every time I picked that up, I was able to catch some nice fish on it.
Hey, that might be the quote of the day. Florida bass don't care what I know about fishing. That's good, Ty. Good job, man. Ty Howell. Cody Pettit next from Rundell, Maine. 16-5 on day 1. 19-1 on day 2. I see now why you put the bag in there like that. I felt a little frustration as I was reading those big weights on day 1 and day 2. But he's got 2 today. They go 4 pounds, 2 ounces. And you're in 43rd place. It could be the difference between 43rd, 44th, and 50th, right?
Yep, definitely.
Every ounce counts in this game.
I just flat out ran out of fish today. I flipped and lifted those rafters up and dropped them back down. And I mean, I made a million flips in each patch of grass and just straight up ran out of fish.
Does happen, man.
But hey, we made day 3 and it's good points for the next one. I'm looking forward to Clark's Hill, so I'll see you there.
See you there, Cody. Good job. Cody Pettit, Maine Pro. All right, Eric Panzeroni from Longwood, Florida. Been on fire down here, man. Good to see you, sir. 16-13 on day 1, 13-10 on day 2. Got 5 more today. Living the best. Respectable limit, 11 pounds, 14 ounces there. Got you in 34th place. Good start.
I'll take it, man. I love Okeechobee. It's one of my favorite places to fish besides Harris Shade, but I just want to give a shout out to my sponsors, 44 Tackle, Key Line, First Gin, and Be More Fishing. Appreciate you all coming out and Hite up the family. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you, man. Good job, sir. Jim Boyd, a legend in this game for the Bridgeford Foods Pro Team, Minnesota Pro. He's won a lot of money. He's pushed the $2 million mark. Major League Fishing. Shared this stage 21 years with Jim Boyd. 18-15 on day 1, 13-8 on day 2, 13-5 on day 3. Jim got you in 26th place.
Well, you know what? This lake, it's like my nemesis over the years. I mean, for a long time, my running joke with friends and family was, you know, I might as well just drive down here, throw my entry fee money in the lake, and just turn around and drive back home. So to actually, you know, finish in the top 50 is pretty good. I'll take it. You know, it's a good start. I mean, because we always would start here, so I'd always start every FLW Tour, you know, season like way in the hole because we come here, and so you know, I got a decent start. So maybe we can build on that and finish up really good this year. But got to thank Bridgeford Foods. Got to thank Mercury, Ranger, All Terrain Tackle, Blackfish. Great outdoor apparel, and Lowrance. Be using those a lot. I didn't use them so much out here, but it's coming. Yep. So, thank you.
Love this guy. Good job as always, Jim Moyna catching them. Jacopo Gallelli. He's our first European champion on the Tackle Warehouse Invitational. From Horton, Alabama. Resides in Italy. He's our Italian angler and a guy that makes great television for us. 26-11 on day 1 out of the gate. 11-9 on day 2. He's got a 5 bass limit. To take over the lead from Kyle Weissenberger, you need 18 pounds, 14 ounces. 5 today worth. New leader, 23 pounds, 9 ounces.
Nice.
Jacopo Gallelli, your new leader. 61 pounds, 13 ounces in 3 days on the Big O. Make It Television is the Italian pro Jacopo Gallelli. Yeah, you wet? Absolutely. Grab that bag over there. What do you think? 6'9". You're close, 6'8". Good job, man. Nice catch. 6.5 pounder for Jacopo Gallelli. All right, man, let's talk about it. You're the leader. 61 pounds, 13 ounces. In fact, you've got over a 4-pound lead right now. The top 10 is set. We're down to the top 10. Top 10 pros are next, so we're going to weigh them in 10th to 1st. You're the leader for now, man. Can that hold?
Unfortunately not. But I have some regrets about yesterday. I think I lost 3 fish, and really, I'm going to lose a lot of money for the fish I lost. I came even with 4 only. And today instead, I didn't lose any. I mean, I did really a great job. I was, just doing what I love. I mean, I throw a chatterbait all day long, and when the chatterbait bite is on, I absolutely crush them, you know that. And I was using a new rod that is coming out, and I will get 10 more. Ricky, I'm getting 10 more of those new Muse 13 fishing rods, because those are the real deal for a chatterbait. I really love them. And then other than that, I have to say ciao to my lovely wife Federica and to all my friends back home in Italy. And then I would like to tell you a story. I mean, just before leaving for Florida, I went back to Translucent Shield and Saver to get my boat that was being rigged over there. When I was back home in Italy, my friend Salvatore's Cap Cicero died, passed away on Christmas Eve, and they are keeping working on with me this season with the Translucent Shield. They are still working with me, and I asked them to have Salvatore's net. And you know what? I didn't lose any fish at the net. I was using his net in this tournament, and I think he was watching me catching all those big fish and those giant sacks. So thank you, Salvatore. I love you.
Good job. Love you, buddy. Great finish today. Don't go far. We're going to weigh in the first 5, and then we're putting the last 5. The leader will be in the Phoenix Boats hot seat. Hey, let's have a big round of applause for your top 10. That's what's left. All right, Tom, we're ready, man. Here we go. From Royce City, Texas, 21-11 on day 1, 19 even on day 2. Let's hear it for the veteran, Tom Redington.
The guy that caught it like that the first 2 days, you'd expect a big bag, right?
Wait, that's a preview of what's to come. All right, man, listen, to dethrone Jacopo Gallelli, the Italian-European pro, you're going to need 21 pounds, 2 ounces. You had that on day 1. 5 today worth 7-11. Tom Redington got you in 18th place regardless. It's a great start to the new year.
I want the full Chris Jones experience. That really deserves, you know what it deserves? Wow, you should have went golfing today. Yeah, it's hard to catch them.
My man, bro. I'll let you down on that one.
You can catch them in Florida one day. Anybody do that? To catch them 2 days in a row, it's a hard deal. And the guys that do it 3 days in a row, it's a tough place. My hat's off. You're going to see some big bags coming up. It was a fun week. It was a battery and endurance test this week. Big shout out to Miller Tech by Lithium Batteries. I ran that Garmin Force around through all this matted, all that dead stuff down there in the south end for 3 days straight. Hardly ever cranked the motor, and the battery is ready. And the power pole charge, it just keeps you up and going. So that, and the other key was it was a real crowded area. I was using Berkeley tri-lane fluorocarbon versus the braid, and that I think that got me a few more bites at least until today.
Breaking it down for us. Well, you got some money for the road back to Texas. You staying here? What are you doing? What's the plans, man? I'm gonna see you at the end of the month, Clarks Hill.
Man, I'm burning the rubber, headed back, and this week, last thing I'll say, I'm kind of living this year by a new motto, and it's I think it's the best fishing advice I ever heard, or kind of life advice. Other than my dad always says, make sure you catch big ones. Other than that, the quote is, don't try to insert a period where God inserted a comma. And just this week, there were a number of times I would lose a big fish, I would have one jump off, see other guys catching fish, not catch them, and it was I lost a big fish, comma, and then I caught another one. So good advice on the water and off. So God bless all of you. Love the lake. See you guys soon.
Love it. The Texas Pro, Tom Redington. Great week for Tom. Payday. Who's next? My Tennessee Pro, a legend, a bass fishing millionaire. A guy that was your day one leader, 28 pounds, 1 ounce, 13 pounds, 5 ounces on day 2. And a guy that I've shared this stage with here more than once, over 20 years, David Walker. You. All right, David, here we go, man. 28-1 out of the gates on day 1. 13-5, definitely a good start on day 1. 13-5, respectable yesterday. 5 more today. That'll go 14-2, has you in 5th place. Another great tournament for the legend, David Walker.
Thanks, Chris. You know, like you said, we've been on stage a few times together, and I've been across this stage right here, Mary Ann's facility, quite a few times. Mary Ann's right over there, and I tell you what, you know, I always look forward to coming to Okeechobee, and it's one of those places where there's potential for a day like that, 28 pounds. And you know, a lot of places we go are not that way, and it's been that way ever since we started coming here. You know, fishing for a living is it's quite an odd way to make a living, and it's not cut out. Everybody is not really cut out for it like they think they would be. Like, a lot of people like to fish, but tournaments are about the highs are higher and the lows are lower. So you see the guys coming across the stage with a big stringer, and then when they don't catch them so much, you can see how disappointed they are, and that's because of the tournament situation that we're in. But I want to thank everybody for coming out here, and Major League Fishing for putting on these events. You know, this is a new Invitational League here. We got a new series going on, and so you see a lot of familiar faces, but I see a whole lot of new faces out there. Some of the guys I've been fishing against for years, I now got to fish against their kids too. It's just getting worse. So I know it's just getting worse, Chris. But all right. So anyway, but thanks everybody, and all the texts and comments, especially after that first day. I really appreciate it. And I got to get my stuff packed. We start practice on Lake Toho in the morning.
It never is for the legend, David Walker.
Good job.
Here we go, Michael. You're next. Toyota Series 2022 Plains Division Angler of the Year. He punched his ticket by winning the AOY. The Plains Division last year is a former Toyota Series champion from Sunrise Beach, Missouri. 18-14 on day 1, 22 pounds, 10 ounces on day 2. Let's hear it for Michael Harlan. Shaking hands with the future of this game. All right, here we go. Let's take the lead from our Italian pro, Jacopo Gallelli. You need 20 pounds, 5 ounces. 5 today worth. 15 pounds, 6 ounces. Michael has you in 3rd place.
I'll take that. Going into the week, I had a really bad practice, so you know, I'm very, very ecstatic to have what I had this week. First off, I got to thank my sponsors. I would not be here if it was not for them, I promise you. I got to thank my family. I got tons of family down here this week, and that's been awesome to have that kind of support. I had a little backwater to myself, which is pretty unique for Lake Okeechobee, I think. This is my first time here, but never saw another boat in the little backwater I was fishing. I caught them all frogging and flipping. The new 7.7 heavy moderate FX custom rod's a pretty badass rod for flipping that big heavy cover. And then a new prototype Crocagator flipping bait when I was punching that heavy stuff. So I think they were on bed. It was just a little hard bottom area. And I had it all to myself. You know, it got tougher. Well, after yesterday was my best day. It got tougher today. I picked up a spinning rod actually towards the end of the day, and you know, like 30 minutes left, caught 4 or 5, which I was mad at myself for not doing that sooner, but it is what it is. So now we're headed back to cold Missouri for a couple weeks, and then we're headed to Clarks Hill and hopefully have another good finish.
Got it. You've definitely got that momentum train riding in the right direction. Michael Harlan, who's next? All right. Had to look at my clothes before I called the next guy up because he always makes fun of what I'm wearing. Always. From Phoenix, Arizona, one of the biggest names in the game today, a bass fishing millionaire, 23 pounds and 3 ounces on day 1, 18.7 on day 2. Let's hear it for Brett Hite. Brett Hite of Phoenix, Arizona to take the lead. From our European pro, Jacopo Gallelli, you need 20 pounds, 3 ounces. Oh, I know that look. I've seen that look a couple of times. I saw it at Toho one time. I saw it on the Delta one time. Limit of bass Worth, new leader. 21 pounds and 7 ounces. Let's see your two best bass. Brett Hite is your new leader with 6 anglers left. 63 pounds and 1 ounce in 3 days on Lake Okeechobee. Great job, man. Wow. Well, there you go, bro. Hey, look, got the lead with 6 guys left. We will put you in the Phoenix Boats hot seat. Talk about a great week and a great start. Don't say anything about the way I'm dressed, because I know what you're thinking.
No, it's been a great week, you know, to start off the season with a good finish. Obviously, I won here in Okeechobee before and get to go to Toho next week. I won there, so I had a lot of confidence going into this this season, and it's just looking good right off the gate. But I want to thank all my sponsors. You guys know who they are, and you know, I really want to thank Evergreen International for letting me and Maurice Oshimuzu design one of the best baits out there, and that's the jackhammer. That's
Yes,
what I caught
sir.
them all on this week. I caught them on a golden shiner 1/2 ounce and a green pumpkin 1/2 ounce with a Yamamoto Zaco trailer. We got a new Houdini Zaco out there. Just been kind of going back and forth between those two, using my Evergreen rod and Daiwa Tatula reel. And you know, I didn't lose any big ones this week. I fished really clean, was around them. I got to give a shout out to Rusty Selesky. He gave me a little spot yesterday that helped me get a couple key bites, and I just really want to thank him.
One of the best anglers in the game today, Brett Hite, takes the lead. 6 anglers left. He'll take over the Phoenix Boats hot seat. Who's next? Good to see you, man. You and I have done this several times over the last few years. From Battleground, Indiana, 25 pounds, 9 ounces on day 1. It's 25.9. 16 pounds, 5 ounces on day 2. Had him sitting at 41.14 in 6th place. Let's hear it for Jason Vance. All right, man. To dethrone B. Hite, Arizona Pro, you're going to need 21 pounds, 3 ounces. You're conceding the loss already. Okay. A 5 bass limit today for Indiana's Jason Vance, worth 13 pounds, 8 ounces. Jason has you in 8th place. Good week.
Yeah, you know, it really was a great week. I tell you what, I'm really proud of those fish. So talk about overcoming adversity. Broke down first 5 minutes this morning. So I couldn't make it to my spot. I tried to pull into another place and fish. Finally we got the boat going again. I could go about 25 miles an hour. Took me a while to get around. I finally get into my hole, and I had about 3 hours to fish, and I put those fish in plus some others. But you know, to do that and then come back, my boat's actually still out there in the middle of the lake. So, but yeah, good times. But you know what, man? Enough of that. You know, today's still a great day, beautiful weather, and Okeechobee is something else. You know, and my family's here. Amy, Barry, Melissa, Mom. Everybody's here, so it's awesome. But hey, I want to thank my sponsors, Toyota, Bob Roman Toyota, and then Bass and Bob over there, Lake of the Ozarks. You guys should check out, you know, Bass and Bob's new Fish and Tail program. In fact, Okeechobee is available, I think, for Fish and Tail. So look that up. And then I also want to thank Impulse Rods and everybody back home for supporting me. Been great, man. Thanks.
There you go. That's Indiana's Jason Vance. It takes the village. Great job this week. He sits in 8th place, and we got 5 guys left. B. Hite, 5 left. Who's next? Pretty good to see you, man. Good to see you, sir. Qualified through the Toyota Series last year, the Northern Division. It is Jonathan Dietz from Corey, Pennsylvania. Had 21.3 on day 1. 21.7 yesterday to take the lead from B. Hite. You need 20 pounds, 7 ounces. Here we go. A 5 bass limit on day 3. Championship Friday, worth 15 pounds, 8 ounces, got you in 3rd place. Pretty good week, John.
Yeah, you know, starting out the season on a lake that when I came down to pre-fish kicked my butt and then practice kicked my butt, I was really just happy to get 21 the first day and then to back it up with 21 the second day. But I kind of ruined it because I only caught 15 today, which kind of ruined my career average. Being a pro, I had a 21-pound career average, but now I just kind of threw that out.
Dropped to like 18, I guess.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after today. No, it was just a great week, and I got to thank my family and my sponsors for supporting me this whole time. And honestly, this crowd, it's pretty awesome to be here.
Good to see the new blood in this sport, man. Great job, Jonathan. Payday for Jonathan Dietz. Sits in 3rd place. 4 pros left. Man, I have enjoyed watching MLF Now, our live show over the last few days, because this guy has been catching them at the biggest bass of day 2. He's a former champion in this Tackle Warehouse Invitational circuit. He's from Belton, South Carolina. He's won a lot of money with Major League Fishing. He had 23-14 on day 1, 19-14 on day 2. Let's hear it for B-Lat, Brian Latimer. So it's B-Lat versus B-Hite. Arizona versus South Carolina. Champion versus champion. Here we go. Brian Latimer, 5 today. Missing the kicker on day 3. 9:15 today. Still has you in 14th place. Great start for Brian Latimer.
Absolutely. Man, I tell you,
you fished hard because we watched you, man.
I fished hard today. Every day, even when I caught 23-14, I was 2 bites away from 9:15. When I had 19-14 yesterday, I was 1 bite away from having 9 pounds today. So, you know, I never got a big bite today. I think I caught like 6 fish, but this week was a big accomplishment for me. Okeechobee's kicked my butt a bunch. Like, bro, we got a bad relationship, you know. It ain't good at all. And so to come down here, the thing that's made Okeechobee get a little bit better for me the last 2 years is I just come down here and just do my thing. If you watch live, you saw I caught all of my big ones on a spinning rod. Ain't nobody down here. Do y'all even is it illegal? I think it's illegal. Am I gonna get protested for using a spinning rod? I know that's semi-illegal, but I caught them all of my Signature Series favorite spinning rod. We're using a little worm that I'm working with Z-Man. One of the challenges we've always had with Elastec is a great weighted bait plastic. Anytime you're using a shaky head, anytime you're using a jig head, there is not a plastic out there that outperforms Z-Man. And so one of the things I've always wanted to do is get a plastic that I can use weightless and still get that natural fall. So we have a new lure designer there, and we've been working together to come up with some new designs, some new formulas for the plastic so we can get that natural fall. And I caught all of my big ones doing that. I caught a few flipping this week too, but all my big fish absolutely 100% come on in prototype worm.
I'm gonna tell you something. That spinning reel and that worm was a little bit different than what B-Hite was doing with the big jackhammer. Well, hey, listen, great start for you. You're a former champion. Not your first rodeo here, man. You've won a lot of money with Major League Fishing. Momentum is so important in this game. We'll take that train on to Georgia, end of the month, Clarks Hill. B-Lat.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know it. Clarks Hill is basically my home lake. Like, I grew up fishing there, so when I saw that on the schedule, boy, I haven't fished it tournament-wise in probably 10 years. I grew up fishing BFLs there. I fished probably a half a dozen or probably 2 dozen BFLs there. So I'm excited to get back home and do some of the stuff that I normally do, just like how you see B-Hite with a chatterbait, which he'll probably be throwing it down there. You know, when I go home, I'm going to be doing my deal. I'm going to be cranking and throwing a spinnerbait. So I'm excited about that. One more little plug. If y'all don't mind. I know a lot of people here from Florida, probably all of you from Florida. If you're passionate about learning about fishing, I started this school, straight up fishing school, where you guys can come and I bring in other talent to talk about fishing, the things that I'm not that good at. And I'm having a school in Brooksville, Florida. You can go to my website, shopblat.com, and I'll tell you about all the stuff, all the minor details of the fish, the rigs and everything I was using, how I look for fish, how I find fish in different weather conditions at that school. So go to my website if you want to register. It's in Brooksville, Florida, which I think is about 2 hours from here. So it's definitely within range of you guys coming from this area as well.
Man, he blows up social media too. Hey, say hello to your family for me. Great family man, too. Be that, Brian Latimer. 3 guys left. Be Hite. Who's next? He's the real deal. It is the real deal, Michael Neal. He's a bass fishing millionaire. He is back-to-back Angler of the Year in this circuit. So trying to defend that for the 3rd year in a row. 21 pounds, 1 ounce, day 1. Be Hite, you listening? Okay. 23 pounds, 3 ounces on day 2. Had him in 3rd place with 44 pounds and 4 ounces. He won the season opener last year at Sam Rayburn. It's a winner. That's what he does. Let's hear it for the real deal, Michael Neal. All right, to knock out Be Hite, you need 18 pounds, 13 ounces. 5 today worth 17 pounds, 9 ounces, moves you to 2nd place. Wow! Man, that's fun. Not right now for you. I'm just talking about for the show. Hey, listen, the truth is you've had a great week, man. 2 AOY titles in a row, another good start out of the gate. You're fishing really good on the Tackle Warehouse Invitationals and the Bass Pro Tour. It's good to be the real deal, Michael Neal.
Yeah, it's been a good off season too. You know, I actually moved my store. A lot of people have been to it at home on Chickamauga, and we moved like 1.5 miles up the road to a lot bigger building, and that really took up all my time. I never even picked up a rod after Mille Lacs last year, besides the Fish the Team series this fall, and I was scrambling together all my tackle the last week, just trying to get ready to come down here. So I'm a little sore from doing all that chunking and winding I was doing. I caught every fish this week on a swim jig, 1/2 ounce with 80-pound Sunline FX2 braid. I was throwing in some super heavy cover, and the 4 1/4 inch big bite hematoma cane thumper. That's the 2nd top 10 I made on that exact same setup. So it definitely works down here, but anytime I can get down here and just cover water, fishing my way, it's a good time.
Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, this is kind of one of those deals. You catch them all over the country, everywhere we go. That's how you win AOY titles. But you have one thing that it takes to be successful in this game, and that's passion. And I love watching you fish on the live show, man. There's none better. You make great television for us. That passion exudes. You're fun to watch.
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm just me. I'm really laid back. I don't get excited too much, but anytime you come down here to Florida, we got great fans, great people down here. Enjoy the weather, but looking forward to getting up to Toho this week and see if we can catch some more Florida Giants.
The real deal, Michael Neal, weighs in 61 pounds, 13 ounces in 3 days on the Big O. He's in 2nd place. We've got 2 pros left. Who's next? We're ready to make some television. From Macon, Georgia, he is 396,960 career dollar earnings with Major League Fishing. And a guy that has been so close so many times to that very elusive win. From Macon, Georgia, had 14-12 on day 1, 31 pounds, 9 ounces, the dirty 30 yesterday. Had him in 2nd place with a 2-day total of 46 pounds and 5 ounces. To dethrone Arizona's Be Hite, you need 16 pounds, 12 ounces. Let's hear it for Josh Weaver. Josh and I have shared this stage for many years, so many top 10s. He has made money from 2nd through 10th many times. Every one, he's got every trophy 2 through 10 on his mantle. To knock out Brett Hite, you need 16-12. A 5 bass limit worth 26 pounds, 4 ounces. Wow! He takes nearly a 10-pound lead over Brett Hite. Josh Weaver.
Good job.
Josh Weaver, 26 pounds, 4 ounces on day 3. Had over 31 yesterday. Let's go talk about it out front. We're making television. We've got 1 pro left, man. Good to be you.
The last 2 days, it's been really good to be me. I can promise you that. God has shined down on me on Okeechobee the last 2 days, man. It's been unbelievable.
You know what I love about you, man? You caught those big ones early and often. It got you on the momentum train, rolling in the right direction. But this afternoon, you felt really good, but you were still really hungry. And more than any of that, you were still really humble because you know how this game plays out. And we have no idea what that one guy has in his bag.
That's right. You don't know till they get on the scale. I finished second a couple times, and man, I thought I had it. And so coming into today, I knew I needed at least 24 to have a shot, and I got pretty close to it early this morning. And then I started thinking, I was like, well, crap, Michael Neal's right behind me. He's definitely going to have 25 today. The leader had 22, then 25. I know he left him biting. And so it started all going through my head, and all day I thought I didn't have it until I got in and realized I had about 100 texts saying congratulations. So, man, this tournament has just been one that I dream about. You know, the first day I lost quite a few fish and was kind of bummed out, but then backing it up with 30 and then another 26-pound bag today. Okeechobee has been unbelievable to me this week.
We'll see how this thing shakes out. We're getting ready to make television. It's our crowning moment. You've been a part of that with me many times through the years. Maybe it goes right for you this time. We'll let the scales do the talking. But any final words you got to anybody back in Macon, Georgia, or anywhere in the Major League Fishing universe?
Yeah, I've got a ton of thank yous. First off, I got to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's been with me through 170th place finishes all the way up to the top. So and I knew going into today, if it was meant to be, he would let it be meant to be. I got to thank all my friends and family back home, my wife, my mom, my dad, brother and sister, granny. I know everybody's watching. I've got a ton of fans. Got to thank my sponsors. Without them, I couldn't be out here. The people that have stuck with me through thick and thin. Favorite, Guggen Baits, Central Georgia Marina, Jeff Smith Ford. I've got a family behind me of sponsors, and I can't thank them enough. So hopefully we can bring this home for them.
We're going to find out. You guys ready to make some TV? Yeah. Here we go. Hey, Josh, you can come back. Come on. Oh, we'll let him definitely do that. So we got to get those fish back to the release boat. Take good care of them. Making television. It's Joshua Weaver. So close, so many times. Is this his moment? We're going to find out. It's time to make some television. All right, hey, Josh, come on back. Stand right here and you can watch everything with me. We've got 1 pro left. Let's bring him up now. He's a former All-American qualifier. Has 20 top 10s. Had 21.15 on day 1. 25 pounds, 6 ounces on day 2. It's Highland, Illinois' Kobe Schrupp. The leader coming into Championship Friday. All right, Kobe, listen, before I hit this button and we make television, quickly, it's been a great week.
It's been a phenomenal week. Really enjoyed myself out there. It's just really interesting how many big fish are in this lake, and it's just a lot of fun to get outside Illinois and catch these Florida fish.
Well, thank you. Is anybody watching?
All my friends and family. There's a lot of people that came down here from the Highland area and down saying hi. All my sponsors and all the family support back home. So.
Good stuff, Kobe. Had a great week. Let's see how this turns out. Kobe Schrupp from Highland, Illinois. 47 pounds, 5 ounces after round 1. To dethrone Josh Weaver, Macon, Georgia, you need 25 pounds, 4 ounces. You need yesterday's bag. 25.4 is what we're looking for. Here we go. Kobe Schrupp, a 5 bass limit worth 16 pounds, 7 ounces. Your champion is Josh Weaver. Woo! Wow! Getting it done on Championship Friday. And Kevin Hunt will present the winner's check.
Joshua, on behalf of Tackle Warehouse,
Invitationals, Phoenix, and Power Pole. You are now the MLF Tackle Warehouse Invitationals champion.
He catches 26 pounds, 4 ounces on day 3. 72 pounds, 9 ounces at Lake Okeechobee. And the money spins, but the hardware lasts forever. Kevin Hunt to hand off the winner's trophy. He gets the monkey off his back. He is a Tackle Warehouse champion.
We're the boys of the water, listen up, hey, hey.
We pull the monkey off the back, man. Let me give him off. He's gone. That's you better make a lot of room on the mantle, man.
We're gonna have to build a mantle for this one.
That's it's a special day for you. I heard you telling the story today on the live show that you had a dream years ago that your first win was gonna be at Lake Okeechobee. Was I part of that dream, by the way?
You were. You've been here a lot with me throughout thick and thin, and this week it was just. I'm glad you could be here to get my first W with me because we've been through a lot of seconds together. So yeah, you know, this week it was just a week to that you dream about. Really excited. You know, the funny story is, so I believe Hite finished second. Whenever he won here, I fished with him. I was leading the co-angler side. And so he held off, he pointed the boat on me all day, and I ended up not winning the co-angler side, so I had to get it back for him today.
I love it, dude. That's great. That's great. Well, I do